We're right here outside Huckleberry Apparel, right across from the KFC off Highway 84 and Waycross. And it was previously, well, it's still known as Sunset Tees, and they will be changing the sign out front. I'm going to try to come in here and see if I can catch up with Mr. Dan Bennett, the president and owner of this company. So let's see if we can get him to show us some of what he has in here. And we're going to sneak on up in here. Hey, how you doing? Is Mr. Bennett available?
Yes, he sure is.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, they have t-shirts here on the wall already on display. I'm going to be a little bit slow. I'm trying to catch some footage here. Wow, this is a nice big old place here. Look at all this. I'm going to sneak a peek real quick. I'm sorry. Look at them working on these big machines, printing these t-shirts, different parts of it. Wow, this is a huge store. Hey, there's Mr. Bennett. How are you doing? Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
Chad, nice to meet you. Unedited Real Talk right now. I wanted to see what you have here. There's a lot of people been asking me about our hats and some of the shirts that the Kimmy Faith have been wearing, and there's people from all out of the area, about Austin, everywhere. So, you got a few minutes?
Sure. Tell you what, if you want to glance at that, then you can see this. You can
Okay.
glance around in there.
I'm gonna take
the
it.
regular showroom office is. I'll straighten it up as you stand
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to give y'all a little bit here now. He does more than just, it's not just football, it's all sports. So they have Under Armour shirts in here. There's hoodies, beanies. It's not just Pierce County. We're going to show you, look at it, Ware County Gators. We have all kind of stuff. And look there, Huckleberry Apparel. Oh, I like those hats right there. So they've got plenty of shirt designs. Just to give y'all a little peep of what's going on in here. So, yeah, we got a few customers in here already. I don't want to interrupt them too much. Oh, excuse me. But yes, we're here. Look at these. There's so many different designs in here. This room is full of different kinds of shirts. Ware County Gators, different sizes. Look at the little kid shirts. We have some Pierce County. Yeah, the weather will change soon, so we have some here for thermals. They have hats. These look like sweatshirts. Do you have some dry fit? Y'all have dry fit as well?
It's right here.
Okay, there's some dry fit. I like those. These are better.
And where?
Pierce and Ware. These are my favorite. Look at these. They have visors. The camo with Pierce County. What are these jackets called? What kind of jackets are these? Rain jackets?
The rain jacket.
These are rain jackets. So they have rain jackets, hoodies. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I'm not going to catch them on there. But we have just a little bit of Georgia stuff. It's just from Georgia, and we do have. I like that Pierce right there with the flag, American flag, encrusted in there. So we're going to get in here and see if we can see his operation. And if y'all want to find anything here, or you see anything here that you would like to purchase, man, y'all come on in. Now I come in here sometimes and I get me some hats. So y'all see me with some Pierce County hats. Y'all seen me with different kind of hats actually. I've had a Georgia hat. Hey there.
You can step right back in.
I can step right back there. Man, look at this operation. So look at this. What is so this is what prints it right over here, this big machine?
That's some of the machines. Yep, the one we got another back there, the one here.
Yeah, so there's different parts of this operation. You have different people working in different areas.
Right. We pull orders and all here to get them laid out. UPS comes. All this rotates every day.
Okay.
We get them ready.
Change the scenery every day. That'd be a good job to have. I bet it's hard.
Different machines, different places.
Awesome. Look at that. Oh, wow. Is this for the embroideries?
That's for DTG.
DTG types? Okay, so y'all design them, embroider. That is awesome. So we're going to go in here and follow Mr. Bennett and see if we can talk to him for a minute about his mission and what he offers. Mr. Bennett, I'd just like you to take a minute and share with our viewers, and probably yours as well, what Sunset Tees it was, and now it's changing over to Huckleberry Apparel.
Okay.
So some people had reached out, where do you get the shirts? Where are we getting these hats? And instead of answering over and over again, I thought, well, I might as well just pop up on you. And I know you're pretty busy, so I thought, well, I might as well do it first thing of a morning.
I see. Well, yeah, excuse me. This is all odd to me, seeing this, and a little disheveled with it. But I guess that's, what you do. So that's the point. So, not prepared as far as how to answer, other than just to say what I know off the top of my head. Then to you, yes, we to answer that question, we do have a lot of folks saying, well, where is Huckleberry Apparel, and what is it, and so on and so forth. It's easy to forget because this is our world that everybody else knows. Just to be clear, I still own it. I'm the owner, was originally owner of Sunset Tees. That name, I live on Sunset Road. That's where the name came from. Nothing special. That's kind of the history on it. And but over the years, a lot of people just assumed that tees meant we just do t-shirts. Didn't know we do tons of hats and embroideries and polos and jackets and bags and all sorts of things. We're a full-scale in-house screen printing and embroidery company. We design our own artwork. We produce small orders, we produce huge orders, we ship out all over the U.S., so we wanted to change the name, I did, and we had done a fundraiser that got some national attention here a few months ago, and so in that, we already had things in place, but in today's world, you have to name a business first based on what's available, the .com. A lot of things that kind of we had in mind were taken. So, Huckleberry Apparel, sort of a play on the South, and it's just was a fun name that you don't forget it, much like Sunset Tees. It sort of took out, just the tees part, so just a fun name. So nothing's changed. I still own it. Nothing at all. Just a name change. It is no longer Sunset Tees. We just got to finish the sign. So we do try to flash Huckleberry Apparel on the LED sign out front, but it's still us. We're doing the same thing that we've always done, providing these services. Now, we've recently gotten into doing some apparel. That room was built for families. We help a lot of families battling cancer and just hardships in general. People see that, and I think a lot of them think that that's just childhood cancer, and although unfortunately that is a big part of it, I wish that was something that we didn't deal with. We've helped a lot of families from vehicle accidents. Basically, how I term it is anybody that comes on a hardship, no fault of their own. Right. And if we can help, we're going to help. And the community, the thing is that we can provide the service and the avenue, but it doesn't matter if people don't purchase the products.
Right.
And just today, this has been an odd year, as the whole world knows, with COVID, and we've experienced a lot of really a hard hit in our industry. Every school function, church function, Bible schools, 5Ks, every event you can imagine was stopped. So uniquely, it hit our industry really hard. But in that, I do want to take a moment to just say God is faithful, period. He's been good to us through this. I appreciate the community, and even in this downtime, we've been able to give back in the form of a check. At this point, even in the middle of COVID, we've written checks back through t-shirt fundraisers just this year of a little over $50,000, and that's not something we share regularly. Just because, and we only say it today just to assure our community we legitimately, are helping families. Now that included the one that we did for Aaron Martin's as well, but
the fisherman.
That's correct, and we enjoy it. It's just we're not a nonprofit, or we don't take donations to do it. It's just my wife and I share a heart to help people, and truth of the gospel is the more you do it, the Lord has continued to open doors, so He's blessed our business, and as long as we're able to do it, we're going to do it. And so thank you, anybody who may be watching, that it's cool because over and over we see many of the same faces. We have people coming here and they say, I don't even know this family, I'm just buying a shirt to help them. And man, that's a blessing. And so if we can ever help in any way, like I said, from family reunions to your business to, we ship all over the country. If you've got a cousin in Louisiana that, owns a mill and he needs stuff for his workers, I mean, we do it all.
Awesome. And I do know that, like earlier, we just saw kids coming in here, the parent family, and there was different size people. I'm a big guy. And I've actually been able to come in here and find hats. These Richardson hats are really off the chain. I like them. They fit real good. Right. The little kids, y'all had stuff for the little kids. You got stuff for big people. It's nothing that you can't really cover as far as headwear, shirtwear, and stuff like that.
Thank you.
And I do appreciate, what you do for the community, what you and your wife do for the community. And I see as I come through here, it's not just it's not just one thing. Y'all have so much going on in different sections, and it takes so many people to make it all work and bring it together. So it just takes good leadership and good faith in the Lord.
I appreciate that. We have people through these fundraisers. Often we ask that the families provide some helpers, because there's sometimes it kind of shuts us down. It's so busy, you know, and we hear it time and time again when people kind of get behind the scenes. They say a few things. They say, "Wow, we didn't realize how big it is back here," and then they say, "We didn't realize, it's easy for people to call this a t-shirt shop." And they say, we had no idea what goes on behind the scenes, what it takes to orchestrate and coordinate from fundraisers to just general orders, the back and forth, the emails and so on and so forth. But we try to stay on the edge of things. We try to keep on top of technology. We want to provide the best services, period, for our customers' sake. And at the same time, if there's ever anything that we could do, always let us know. Like any business, there's things that we can improve on, and we seek to do that. But I'm very, very humble and very thankful for the support of all our folks. Thank you for stopping by. And like I said, sorry I'm a little off guard, but maybe I didn't stumble all over it too bad.
It's all right. See, that's why we're unedited real talk right now, because sometimes we just like to pop out and pull up and catch it just like it is unedited. So is there anything that you would like to tell our viewers before we finish this? Or do you feel like you've covered it all?
Well, my knee jerk is you would want to make it, about business, but we covered that. I guess if I've got to say anything, life gets busy. In fact, we were traveling yesterday, Tammy and my two daughters, and we were in a car wreck. A lady ran out in front of us and we hit her. And we're fine, we're okay. And just that fast, though, you realize how quickly life can change. Both the taking of life, I've told many people through the years that we literally all have a clock ticking over our heads every day, literally. From the moment we take our first breath, the Bible promises appointed once for man to die and then judgment, and that clock's running out of time, whether it's 60 minutes or 6 seconds or 60 years. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that as I sit at this desk and we see these people and these families over and over again, we see how with just one phone call, one random headache starts all of a sudden, and people's lives are turned upside down. That minor wreck yesterday, I'm very thankful. We prayed before we got on the road to travel, and I'm thankful the Lord protected us. We stopped when we got out of the vehicle and saw we're okay, and just bumped up a little bit and bruised a little bit. We took a moment and prayed and just said, Lord, thank you. Thank you that you protected us. And I just want people to understand that when we do these things, one of my favorite verses is in Philippians, and it's about it's thinking more of your brother than yourself, Philippians 2. And the things that we see over and over again are a blessing. And when you sit, and especially with these children, when you meet these families, and unfortunately it's been a bunch of them over the years, and also unfortunately sometimes you meet these kids and get to know them today, and then you see them at their funeral, and it's heartbreaking. But just as my wife and I experienced what seemed to be that we would never have children, Proverbs 3:5 that's on the side of both of my buildings is special to me. When we reached the end of the road with Dr. Winslow and a lot of people that we had sought every avenue we could seek, during that process we would get down and pray, and we would take a pregnancy test, and all of these things would build up, and again it would be negative. And I'm going to tell you, it would take your feet out from under you. All I ever wanted to be was a dad in so many ways. But that Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he'll direct your paths. Through that, we would pray, and I'd say, God, regardless of what this is about to say, I trust you. And when we finally reached the end of the road, that we stopped everything, and we were told that, if you leave today, due to, the condition and all, that your wife will never, you guys will never have children. And that was a hard pill to swallow. bitterness is a hard thing. And during that time, I'll be honest, I think it's Psalms 51 speaks of a broken and a contrite spirit. I personally believe that's a prayer that heaven's tuned to hear. When we shove aside all the pretty words and we just speak to God like we would our wife or our best friend, He already knows anyway. And we share our hurt and our pain. And I can say firsthand that God opened doors, and literally right almost about a month to the T that we were done. It was common odds we would never have children. God blessed me with, Blair Bennett and Bristol Bennett, 14 months apart. And that sign on that building may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but it means the world to me. And whether it's dealing with a family that's been given a report that says that it's over and there's no hope, God absolutely always has the final say, and He's got a purpose and He's got a plan, and especially for His children. And I just want to encourage everybody, regardless, of whether or not you're on the mountain or in the valley, God is faithful. He's real. He's the only thing that's real, and you can set your clock by Him. In fact, we do set our clocks by Him. He's that important. So I thank all of our customers, but more than anything, I thank the Lord that He's been faithful.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bennett, for giving me the time, and I know you're busy. I saw you were headed somewhere, and I just want to tell everybody that watches this, when you come in here and you purchase something, you're not just spending money with a retailer, you're investing into your community. And that's what this man has been about, and we've seen that from standing back, and I just want y'all to know you're invested in him and into this community, and it's giving back. So you're not just lining anyone's pocket. You're helping everybody else. You're helping your fellow brother, your fellow man, your fellow woman and sister, and that's what it's supposed to be about. You love everybody. Thank you, Mr. Bennett, for giving us the time.
Appreciate your time.
This is Unedited. Real Talk Right Now. I'm Chad, a.k.a. the cameraman. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.